Good morning. Today is Tuesday, 19th, May 19th, at 22 a.m. So just to do a recap, yesterday I was expecting sales from the market and I was not able to quite get that. I was trying to sell gold, sorry, silver at this point, and I was trying to sell gold at this point here. So I was trying to sell gold at this level here, and that didn't quite pan out for me. So but right now, my bias for today is bullish, so I'm expecting price on gold to at least take out these highs, and that would be a good take out these highs, and that would be a good reference point to be able to a good reference point to be able to exit today and also like mitigate yesterday's loss. And soon enough, I'll still be talking about how I get my daily bias. But one of the things that I could just share with you guys is the fact that trading is way beyond trying to use just technical analysis to navigate the markets. The real key drivers in the market is macro datas. Macro datas like interest rates, CPI, inflation, NFP, which tracks the job markets, um, PPIs as well. Because the truth is, trading is a very, very practical concept and that also has real life impacts. And what do I mean by that? What I'm basically trying to say is that when you call yourself a trader, you're not just trading what you see on the charts. You're actually more like even predicting the economic conditions of people in real life. When you see a country's currency gaining strength, when you see a country's currency being weak, when you see the stock market of a particular country, maybe Europe, for example, or the US, when you see it going down, and when you see it buying, it does not only reflect what is happening currently in that country's economy, it also reflects it also impacts the lifestyle of the people living there. So when we trade, we are not just trading because of what we see on the charts. Every single thing that happens on the charts is also a reflection of real things that are happening and also real things that have real life impacts. When, for example, when inflation is high, it means that people would actually be buying things at a much more expensive prices. And you would not expect anything good coming out of an economy like that when people cannot even afford basic things. Or when you maybe say you went to the store last week and you got something for like $5 and then you went again 2 weeks later and now it's $6. That would impact your wages, like that would impact how well you're able to manage your wages, how well you're able to manage your income, how well you are going to be able to manage your rents and other stuff like that. And inflation actually like drive prices higher, not just prices of goods and services. It also drives the prices of um key things like rents and other stuff like that. So all I'm just saying is that paying very close attention to macro data actually helps us to be able to know exactly what is happening in a country's economy, and it would make sense because the moment you start putting attention into other key things or other key factors that actually can affect the country's economy, then you start to see that trading is just a reflection of those actions and decisions that the government or the government or the central bank of that country is taking. Their fiscal policies, are they increasing interest rates? Are they reducing? In the US, for example, they do something we call quantitative easing. If the stock market is so down, they might cut interest rates, and when they cut interest rates, asset prices naturally will go up. And also the federal government would also not inject money into the stock market because the lives and properties of a lot of people actually does rely on the stock market. When the stock market is good, people's retirement plan is great. and people will be able to survive their medical liabilities as they grow older. So yeah, that's the real truth. And all of these things are what is being reflected in the charts that we are seeing. So price is not just about trading is not just about I'm seeing a demand here, I'm seeing a supply here. You need to understand the core things that are happening in that currency, in that economy first, and then you'll be able to make the decisions that would reflect the outcomes of those choices that is being made. All right. So have a wonderful day, guys, and I will see you in the next one.